This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, yeah, we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
If it is not bad performances, then it is some sort of political issues that always keep the West Indies team down. What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone in the house again, man. Welcome back to another video. Now, there are some very damning allegations that are currently circulating around the West Indies team. Now, it is alleged that a current all-rounder in the setup is being victimized by senior personnel in CWI. Now, Coach Phil Simmons, when he was interviewed yesterday, actually shut it down right away and said there's no such thing as any victimization going on and they need to stop that sort of nonsense because nothing like that is going on. Now, with Coach Phil Simmons shutting it down right away and saying there's no victimization, it is really funny to see that an emergency meeting has been called. Well, while you're hearing this video, I am assuming that the emergency meeting is probably going on by now. You understand? So if there's no issue or nothing to worry about, why would we jump ahead and call an emergency meeting? Anyways, there are some interesting questions that were actually raised by a couple of reporters or a couple of journalists from Sportsmax, but they did not get a chance to ask them. Now, they were actually on the Zoom platform based on what I gather, and based on what I am hearing, they were only able to get in about 2 of the questions out of the 8 questions that they had to ask. Because as I said, Coach Phil Simmons decided that he wasn't going to answer any more questions going down that line. Now, I am going to be sharing the questions with you, my viewers and subscribers. I have gotten word as it relates to probably not only the player that is being victimized, but possible persons that are involved in that part of the thing. But we're not going to call anybody name. We're going to leave that part out. You understand? Because we know how these things go on, my viewers and subscribers. We have to be careful. You understand? So before we go into the questions, though, my viewers and subscribers, I want to just let you know that these persons, well, it's more than one based on what I gather. There are senior personnel, senior officials around the team that are causing some issues. Now, it is alleged that a player was approached by a senior person in CWI to break his agency and sign with a different one. Can you imagine? They went to the player and they're saying to the player that he should break off from his agency and sign with the one that they are recommending. Now, based on what Sportsmax report, the player said he's happy with his agency. So there's no reason to change. Funny enough, my viewers and subscribers, that senior personnel is said to be a member of the same agency that he is trying to pull the player to. Talk about using your talk about you trying to use your power. Can you imagine? You are a part of this agency, right? And you're going to tell me to leave my agency and come and sign with yours. You shouldn't be doing something like that, man. That is unprofessional and unethical. All right. Now, it is said that right now, people are even reaching out to franchise teams overseas, letting them know not to sign particular players. Right? It is alleged that players are told they have to pay their tax to stay in the team. I don't know how many persons would have seen that interview on Sports Maximum, my viewers and subscribers, but this is not me making up anything. I am not making up anything at all. It was there on Sports Max. I just decided that I'm going to share it with you guys in case you didn't get a chance to see it. Now, it is alleged that officials, would have asked players to provide tickets. And when the players say, here what? They would have given out their complimentary tickets already. Said player would be told that You need to pay your dues. No, this ticket thing, my viewers and subscribers, it would be, say for example, you're a member of a team, then you would get complimentary ticket if you have maybe a couple of friends or families coming in. So apparently when a particular player was approached and was asked about the ticket, and he would have said that, here what, my tickets, I would have given them out already. It was said, the player was told that, here what, you will have to pay for this. This is me paraphrasing this part now. You will have to pay for this. You understand? So, this is sounding like if they are not working with what these senior personnel are saying, they can lose their spot on the team, even though the team, according to them, is supposed to be selected based off merit. That's why I say, you never see smoke without fire. It was after the game the other night, we heard the captain and the vice captain coming out and talking about ego this and ego that, and when you have to select the team that you think is going to perform, right? And don't deal with ego. So apparently they already knew what was boiling up. So I don't know if they were trying to draw the narrative that if a particular player, if we hear now that a particular player is having issue because he wasn't selected, it must have been because of ego and not because of these sort of allegations that we are hearing. Anyways, let us continue, my viewers and subscribers. Now, these are some of the questions that were asked. And I mean, the only reason Sportsmax would have to ask these sort of questions is most because there is something boiling up, or there is something going on there. There would be no reason at all for them to get up and just start asking these sort of questions if there wasn't an issue. So I'm going to give you the 8 questions, my viewers and subscribers. So first question that they had, well, they didn't get a chance to ask all of them, but the questions that they had prepared. No, the first one, number 1, are you aware of the victimization of any player in the West Indies setup, in the current West Indies setup? Question number 2, have you been made aware or have you become aware of the victimization of Mr. Smith, right, by any active West Indies player? Number 3, have you been made aware or have you become aware of the victimization of Mr. Smith by any member of the West Indies squad that is now playing against England? Number 4, are you aware of any decision by the management of the West Indies team to inform selected franchise and that certain West Indies players will not be issued with any NOCs to compete in those tournaments? And we know that the NOC would be the no objection certificate. That means they would give them the okay, the go ahead. Number 5, are you aware of any decision by the management of the West Indies team or anybody acting to be players' manager to get in touch with franchise overseas? So basically, they're asking if the coach is aware of anybody, any senior personnel pretending or acting to be somebody that is in the position that should be reaching out to franchise teams overseas on behalf of any particular player. Number 6, are you aware of any player in the current West Indies squad, right? That is in the current squad that is having any issue in terms of making any sort of agreement, making any sort of agreement, breaking their original agreement with their agency and moving over to a next agency. So basically asking if they know of any player that is being forced or being asked or being encouraged to leave their agency and come over, right? And the next question say, are you aware of a requirement by players within the West Indies setup, right, being mandated to give complimentary tickets to senior players as a form of tax? Those are some of the stuff that will raise my viewers and subscribers. And as I said, if you want to hear the full thing, it's over there on Sportsmax. I just decided that I would sort of look at a couple of the things that were said. But it's really sad. It's really sad to see that, you know, we are trying. We are actually leading a series against England, something that, you know, we don't really get that very often. And then to see something like this pop up out of the blues. Can you imagine? You understand? And as I said, my viewers and subscribers, yesterday when I did the video and I spoke about Pollard, saying that you know, the team selection that they went with, Paul would have vindicated the decision. We're happy that he played and he made runs. But this now leads me to wonder if the captain and the vice captain were actually thinking, well, actually knew what was going on, and they were basically trying to come out and sugarcoat it somewhat. You understand? Well, it is not looking good. It is definitely not looking good. As I said, this video, you're actually going to be hearing it. Well, I don't know what time you are going to be listening to it, but early Friday morning, this video is out. And I gather that the senior official, well, the personnel of CWI will be in their meeting on Friday morning. And by Friday evening now, we will get an opportunity to probably hear some of the things coming out of the meeting. But these right here, my viewers and subscribers, are some serious allegations. They are very damning. You notice I made sure to tread lightly. You understand? Don't want to get myself in any problem with anybody, you know. So I make sure I tread lightly. Those who can read between the lines and see exactly what I am saying, I don't know how it's going to work for you. You're probably going to have to listen to Sportsmax or one of them guys or one of them other people. You know, but to hear people calling out people name and saying that this is the man that is doing this or that is the man that is doing that. You won't hear me say that, because right now I didn't hear anybody say anything, so I won't come out and say it was such and such a person that told the man to pay this or to change from this to that. I won't say it. Anyways, my viewers and subscribers, we're going to leave it right here for now, because as I said, once the meeting is finished, we should definitely get some information, and I will be sharing it with you guys. But until then, let us leave this one right here for now. Sports to the bone. Keeping you informed. Please remember to like, share, leave us a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, please go right ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm out.